The Man with No Name, Dirty Harry, the Oscar-winning director of Unforgiven and $1 Million Baby. He is more than a movie star. He is a cultural institution, an icon of rugged American individualism, a living legend whose career has spanned over 6 decades. But behind the legendary squint and the stoic on-screen persona lies a sprawling, complex, and deeply fascinating family saga involving 8 children from 6 different women. Number 8. Laurie Murray, born in 1954, is the eldest of all Clint's children, a fact unknown to the world for most of her life. She was born from an affair Clint had with an unidentified woman in Seattle while he was engaged to his first wife, Maggie Johnson. Placed for adoption without Clint's knowledge, Laurie was raised in Seattle by Clyde and Helen Warren. In her 30s, Laurie embarked on a deeply personal quest to find her biological parents. In an era before DNA kits and easy online searches, this was a formidable task. Her investigation into adoption records led her to a stunning revelation. The paperwork identified Clint Eastwood as her father. For a woman living a quiet life as an elementary school teacher in Washington state, this news was, as she said, a great shock. She eventually made contact, and the reunion was, by her account, remarkable. "When I met my dad, it was love at first sight," Laurie shared with Carmel magazine. "He is a wonderful man, and we have unconditional parent-child love for each other." Clint was reportedly extremely receptive and embraced her with open arms. Their relationship was then nurtured privately for many years. A quiet public debut came at the 2004 Academy Awards, where Laurie walked the red carpet with Clint and his mother, Ruth Wood. It was reported that Laurie developed a close bond with her grandmother, Ruth, a crucial part of her integration into the family. It wasn't until the 2018 premiere of Clint's film The Mule that Laurie was formally and publicly acknowledged as his daughter. Photographed with him and a large contingent of her 7 half-siblings in a powerful visual statement of family unity. It's clear Laurie's search was never about money or fame. She was married to her husband, Toby Murray, who came from a prominent family in Lakewood, Washington, and had a stable career of her own. Her journey was about identity and connection. Clint has since fully embraced his role as a father and grandfather to Laurie's 2 children, LT and Kelsey, even hosting their weddings at his own properties. Her son, LT Murray, who himself had a brush with public life on the TV show The Bachelorette, has affirmed that Clint has been a great father to my mom. Number 7. Kimber Eastwood, born on June 17, 1964, was the product of Clint's 14-year affair with actress and dancer Roxanne Tunis. At the time, Clint was still married to Maggie Johnson. Though her birth certificate listed Clint as the father, her existence remained a public secret until the National Enquirer broke the story in July 1989. This public outing, when Kimber was 25, was initially explosive and painful. She stated in interviews that her father was furious with her and her mother after the story broke, and that he had effectively disowned me and his grandson. He reportedly refused to attend her 1990 wedding to her second husband, Denver businessman Doug McCartney. But as with Laurie, time and effort healed the rift. Kimber, acknowledging that having a famous father will open doors, but not necessarily guarantee success, has built a diverse and resilient career in Hollywood on her own terms. She's worked as an actress, with a notable role as a White House tour guide in her father's 1997 film Absolute Power. However, she found her most enduring success as a makeup artist. For nearly 2 decades, she has been a key makeup artist for the hit game show Wheel of Fortune. In a full-circle moment, she also worked as a makeup artist for her father on his 2018 film The Mule. Since 2008, Kimber has ventured into film production with producer credits on films like Dominion, 2015, and Rapture, 2019. Now married to producer Sean Midkiff, Kimber's journey from secret daughter to a respected industry professional in her own right is a story of quiet perseverance and a determination to build her own legacy. She has spoken of her father's support for her career in recent years, and her mother, Roxanne, who passed away in 2023, was described by those close to them as one of Clint's true loves. Number 6. Kyle Eastwood, born on May 19, 1968 in Los Angeles, grew up in Carmel, in a home filled with the sounds of his father's greatest passion outside of film, jazz. Kyle recalls his dad filling the house with music from Miles Davis, Dave Brubeck, and Duke Ellington. The family's annual trips to the Monterey Jazz Festival were a formative part of his childhood, where he got to meet legends like Dizzy Gillespie and Sarah Vaughan backstage. Clint himself taught Kyle his first boogie-woogie bass lines on the piano. While he briefly studied film at USC, Kyle soon realized jazz was his true passion. He honed his skills as a bassist, playing in various rock and jazz bands and L.A., before landing a record deal with Sony. His debut album, From There to Here, was released in 1998. Since then, Kyle has become an internationally recognized jazz bassist, composer, and band leader, bass primarily in Europe. He has released numerous acclaimed albums, including Paris Blue, Metropolitan, and Cinematic. His most personal project is arguably the 2023 album Eastwood Symphonic, a stunning reinterpretation of iconic music from his father's films, performed with his jazz quintet and a full symphony orchestra. It's a loving, sophisticated homage to their shared musical and cinematic world, a dialogue between father and son through music. Kyle has also had a fruitful career as a film composer, frequently collaborating with his father on the scores for acclaimed films like Mystic River, $1 Million Baby, Gran Torino, and Letters from Iwo Jima. Their shared musical language has created a remarkable artistic partnership. Number 5. Allison Eastwood, born on May 22, 1972, also grew up in Carmel, where her parents instilled in her a deep love for nature and animals. She recalled her parents once caring for an orphaned baby deer, an experience that profoundly shaped her. She made her first screen appearances as a child in her father's films like Bronco Billy. She later built her own acting career, with notable roles in films like Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, Absolute Power, and Pool Hall Junkies. But Allison wasn't content to stay in front of the camera. She made her directorial debut in 2007 with the drama Rails and Ties, starring Kevin Bacon and Marcia Gay Harden, with a score composed by her brother Kyle. She followed this up with the 2017 romantic drama Battle Creek. In 2018, Allison retired from acting after appearing as Clint's estranged daughter in The Mule. She said it felt appropriate to start my acting career with him and then end it with him as well, bringing that chapter to a close. However, her most passionate work lies outside of Hollywood. Allison is the founder of the Eastwood Ranch Foundation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to rescuing animals from high-kill shelters in Southern California. Rooted in her childhood love for animals, her foundation has become a formidable force in animal welfare, promoting rescue, adoption, and spay-neuter programs. Her Senior to Senior program, which offers adoption discounts for senior citizens adopting senior pets, is particularly thoughtful. Allison has poured her heart into this work, creating a legacy of compassion that is uniquely her own. Number 4. Scott Eastwood, born on March 21, 1986, is the son of Clint Eastwood and flight attendant Jaslyn Reeves. He and his full sister Catherine grew up primarily with their mother, spending their early childhood in Hawaii. In a deliberate effort to avoid nepotism, Scott began his acting career using his mother's surname, Reeves. He worked odd jobs like bartending and construction to support himself while auditioning. His father held him to a strict no-handouts policy. Scott had to audition for every role, even in his father's films, and was often rejected. He once said, "I think my dad always wanted me to use the Eastwood name. I just wanted to prove to myself that I could carry on his name." After a series of smaller roles, he transitioned to using the Eastwood name. His breakout role came in the 2015 Nicholas Sparks romance, The Longest Ride. His charismatic performance solidified his status as a leading man and won him a Teen Choice Award. He has since appeared in major franchises, playing Little Nobody in the Fast and Furious saga, and Lieutenant G.Q. Edwards in Suicide Squad. His most critically acclaimed role came in the 2020 war film, The Outpost, where his powerful performance as Staff Sergeant Clint Romesha was hailed by critics, with some saying he fully embodied the pure, undiluted Eastwood spirit. Beyond acting, Scott has had a successful modeling career as the face of David Off Cool Water, and has launched businesses like the Made Here apparel brand and a partnership with Laundry Sauce. He lives by the old-school principles of hard work and integrity that he attributes to his father. Number 3, Catherine Eastwood, born on Catherine Ann Reeves on February 2, 1988, is Scott's full sister. Like Scott, her paternity was not publicly acknowledged for many years. The incident revealed the deep, complex, and sometimes painful fractures that can exist within a large blended Hollywood family, and as of early 2025, has reportedly led to Catherine being cut out of her father's life. Number 2. Francesca Eastwood, born on August 7, 1993, is the daughter of Clint Eastwood and acclaimed actress Frances Fisher, whom Clint met while filming Unforgiven. She made her acting debut at age 2 in The Stars Fell on Henrietta, produced by her father and starring her mother. At 18, Francesca became a public figure on the 2012 E! Reality series, Mrs. Eastwood and Company, alongside her stepmother, Dinah Eastwood, and half-sister Morgan. The show brought her fame, but also controversy, most notoriously for an episode where she and her then-boyfriend, photographer Tyler Shields, set fire to a $100,000 Hermes Birkin bag for an art project, sparking a massive public backlash. Francesca later said she was uncomfortable with being famous when you haven't done anything, and she has since dedicated herself to building a serious acting career. She was Miss Golden Globe in 2013 and has amassed a varied resume. Her breakout performance came in the 2017 indie thriller MFA, where her powerful portrayal of a sexual assault survivor, turned vigilante, earned her critical acclaim and awards. She has also appeared in the TV series Fargo, playing a younger version of her mother's character. David Lynch's Twin Peaks, The Return, and M. Night Shyamalan's Old. More recently, she appeared in her father's 2024 film, Juror Nr. 2. Her personal life has included a brief annulled marriage to Jordan Feldstein in 2013. She has a son, Titan, born in 2018, and in May 2025 announced she was expecting her second child, a girl. After a 2024 arrest for domestic violence for which charges were dropped due to insufficient evidence, she has continued to work and build her career. Number 1. Morgan Eastwood. Born on December 12, 1996, is Clint's youngest child, his daughter with his second wife, television personality Dinah Eastwood, née Ruiz. As the youngest, she experienced a different version of her father. Clint himself has said he was a much better father while raising Morgan, and that she takes precedence over everything. Morgan also appeared on Mrs. Eastwood and Company as a teenager. After that early exposure, she has chosen a more introspective path. She is currently in New York City, pursuing a Master of Fine Arts and Writing. She has also become a powerful mental health advocate, speaking candidly about her personal experiences with OCD and intrusive thoughts, hoping to help others and reduce stigma. In June 2024, Morgan married her partner, Tanner Koopmans, at her father's Mission Ranch in Carmel. The wedding was a family affair, attended by Clint and all 7 of her half-siblings, though it became the catalyst for the public feud with Catherine. In the fall of 2024, she and Tanner welcomed their daughter, Cleo. What are your favorite Clint Eastwood films, and what do you think of his children's remarkable journeys? Let us know in the comments below.